It's Nick from Survival in Canada. In winter conditions such as these, it's absolutely paramount that you have the skill set to get a fire going in any condition. Number one, you've got to identify the right firewood. What we're looking for is dead standing, something just like this. Okay? That was quite the workout. Once you've got your tree down, you'll see that it is really dry, which is what we want, a dead standing tree. If you pick a tree that's over 4 inches in diameter, then you're guaranteed that the center of that tree is going to be dry, no matter how wet it is outside. Okay, once you've got your tree down, we bucked it into 3 roughly equal lengths. We've put 2 of them down. Okay, obviously we don't want to light a fire on this stuff. We've then got our 3rd piece, and we've used a folding saw to buck a piece off the end. We did that because it's a little quicker sometimes than using the axe. We've then split the end of this one up plenty. It doesn't matter if the split travels the whole length. The point is that there's a ton of surface area in here for heat to travel into. Okay, so we've got that one ready to go. This small piece we're gonna bust up to make kindling. Okay, so nice and safe. Okay, we're gonna start busting this down. Always the way. Nice and slow and smooth and safe. There we go, 2. You get a piece like this, you can sometimes split it more easily and safely, like this. And start splitting that down. What you're going to see, the insides are absolutely bone dry. Let's keep them that way. So we're going to start stacking them up. Another useful tip is obviously with a dead coniferous tree, the resin's collecting the stump at the bottom, so we're able to drive off sticks of what are essentially fat wood, stuff that smells like fat wood. Once you've got your fuel lined up and tinder, what you can do is produce what's called a feather stick. Once you've prepared your fuels for your fire, and we cover that in a different video, it's time to lay the fire. So we're going to do that again up on this platform, and it's essential that you allow your fire enough air. So we're going to lay down some of our feather sticks here in a nice crisscross configuration. Make sure that works. There you go. Okay, and we can start to lay the next layer of fuel up and above that, he says. There we go. What's often very useful with the dead coniferous trees are the pine knots. Okay, they're loaded with resin. If you go to your local hardware store, sporting goods store, you're going to see fat wood for sale, and that's exactly what we're using here today. Okay, so my fire's now laid. Time to light it. Carry a Bic, a Zippo, matches, storm matches, but the only method that I'd rely on in cold temperatures is the ferro rod. Okay, we'll talk about that later. The advantages of a ferro rod are numerous, but when you've got real cold hands, it's really difficult to operate matches and lighters. So the ferro rod very simply works by creating sparks, and the way that we're going to catch our sparks is with our prepared tinder, which you should always be carrying. Okay, very, very simple. 2 cotton wool makeup removing pads with Vaseline between them as a sandwich. Okay, always put things back when you're not using them. It's as simple as this, people. We're going to fluff up the cotton wool. Okay, the Vaseline is petroleum jelly. Keyword there is petroleum, and we're going to use the cotton wool as a wick, and we're going to catch that. See if I can get this to go. There we go, nice and easy. So knife away safely. This is on a string safely. Not got to worry about that too much. Get a hold of it, safe as can be. Place that into the center. Okay. So you can see that if you've got the right tools and the right knowledge, it's easy to achieve fire no matter what the conditions.